Welcome to Just City Building with the Old Boar. We're playing City Skylines 2. And we've just put in the big technical university, the medical university. Let's take a look at our budget now. Oh, we must have boosted the economy by the placement of these, which it does say 10% to industrial efficiency citywide. This gives negative 25% recovery failures. 10% to hospital efficiency. And this problem over here of the abandonment seems to have gone away. Interestingly enough. And who knows what happened there. If I can get these little blue icons to go away, that will be another problem solved. And we have gone to great lengths. I don't know how long it took. About maybe an hour to get all of the districts with about 5,000 residents inside each. And once we buy these tiles, we can make this district here a little larger. And now to service each district with its own police, fire, and medical, that is a big project. And instead of putting in more people, because I'm trying to keep those districts at that level, I'm thinking about doing that. This here is potential for people. This is Willow Creek. This could be another district, and we could put people kind of back into here and maybe around this mountain back into here. And so we would create a district. Let's just do it this way. And I just draw them out and then I kind of move them around. This is Pinewood Grove. And Pinewood Grove has this 4-lane, which I'm going to take in a curve here, I guess. Along the water. Trying to keep it simple so that we can get a big population. You know, I think that is one of the, I would say one of the most important aspects of City Skylines 2, if not the most important, is the scale and the population expansion or ability to have population, because there's no cap. And so we want to push the game to its limits at that particular aspect of the game. It's meant to build big cities with big populations, and there's really no limit to that except for your computer. Your computer is the limitation now, apparently. We'll find out. That was a curve, but you can make it straight if you just keep it straight. And so all the new districts we build out now, we will assign fire, medical, schools even. Just do this. Trying hard not to get bridges in here. Can't zone near bridges. And some of this is going to be really wonky to zone on. But you can fix it a little bit. It's going to look wonky. Yeah, if you want to do high level detailing, use City Skylines 1 for that. It's probably just my opinion. People are wanting to do detailing with City Skylines 2. And I get that. I wouldn't do it yet if I were you. Because why not do what the game is designed to do first and see how far you can get with that? That's the point of this series. Is let's build a big city. It's even what I've named it down here. And not worry too much about the detail and the aesthetics, because it's kind of not meant for that. Even doing high detail with City Skylines 1, they didn't add many of those features into the game. You had to install mods for that. And they knew the limitations of the game. And it's still not really meant to have a big population and do detailing. Let's see what this does. This is a bridge here, and we don't like that. So this game is not meant for that either. That's why there is no population gap. So that's why I personally, in my own first try, am trying to get a massive population. I don't want to use my CPU that it costs quite a bit to be able to do this kind of thing. Let's see if we can make this bridge disappear. That's good. So I don't want to use this game to do detailing. I want to make the city large and use the simulation and play with money. It's the first time I've played with money in years. Yeah, I'm just putting in some residential here because I want to kind of fulfill a little bit of this need and get some people out into this area. And so this is Pinewood Grove. It can extend just a little bit farther here. Want to do this, I guess. And as they are working on the game, which I would imagine that games this complex, you just have to have a large user base in order to figure out the problems. There's just no other way to do it. And a lot of people think that, you know, they should have made the game work. But you need thousands and thousands of users in order to really know how to fix things. And there's things that were just on the drawing board to fix after they got a large user base. And also, think about this. Because the game is this complex and has this much potential, let's just say 1 million people, cities XXL, I think I got up to about 1.3 or 4 million people, was not anywhere near this simulation. If I can get up to 1 million people here, then I'm going to have problems to solve. And that's what makes this game a game, an interesting game. You're a mayor. You got to solve these problems. So they had to have a larger, much larger user base. They could have said, okay, we're going to open up a beta. But the other thing is, people were really wanting the game. And so I totally understand that they launched the game without fixing everything. And if you can't quite grasp that, it's your prerogative to, you know, feel how you want to feel. And they even put out a video. They were kind enough to take time out of not working on the problems of the game to give us a video about launch, you know. I actually haven't watched it. I'd rather be playing the game. To get this just right here. So this is an important little community here. And this one is the same, I think. And so is this one. You don't have to fill in every single square here. And if one day we want to, because we want to put in more population, we can. This is just a really nice little neighborhood to live in because you've got this privacy here. And we put in medical. Probably not on the 4-lane road. It needs a little space in order to be able to function correctly. Needs space because you're going to upgrade this. Might do it like that just because it's wonky. And now we need a school. That's number 2. And that could go right here. And the little park. And this can go behind it. And this goes inside of it. Then we worry about the way it looks later. If you get up to about 200, 300,000 population, you're not going to care about the wonkiness back in here. You know? That's just me. So, I don't want to use the mods. And I don't want to use especially third-party mods because I want to see how the game mechanics are going to work at a 200, 300, 400,000 population city. Maybe my computer won't handle that. I'm looking around. I move around and I look around because I'm kind of getting inspired by where this is actually sitting. You know, I played a ton of City Skylines 1. This needs to be closer to this little... Don't really want to put this on a 4-lane road, but I think it'll be good right back in here. Now, all of these have to be selected to this district, Pinewood Grove Medical Clinic. You have to click it twice, I guess. And we need death care. And I'm just going to put it here as well. Right here. Give it a little bit of extension. And because I'm building a big city and I don't want to have to come back and upgrade all of these, I just might as well do it right now. It's kind of my thoughts. I'm talking a massive city. That's what I want, a massive city. I'll probably be filling in water here with land so that I can have more city. And now, and I come back in and I take out the little tiny spaces with the marquee tool, just to give the people a little bit of space. I know these are going to look wonky. People will live in them. They will deal with the wonkiness. And I'm not going to put residential into there. This is probably commercial here. And maybe there and there. Maybe here and here, and that's it. And that's Pinewood Grove. And we'll see how many people end up living in Pinewood Grove. And so the big job of putting in police, fire, it would be so awesome that this would tell me, because you're able to service districts, it would be awesome for this to be able to tell me, does it have fire? Does it have, let's just look. Local services, no services assigned. Well, here we are. Let's just see what this one is. It does tell you. Now this makes you, allows you to be able to build out a big city. So Blackbird Glade doesn't have any local services assigned to it. Pinewood Grove has medical, police, and elementary. Where is death care? View details, it says. Oh, we didn't add the death care. This is the crematorium. Select operating district, Pinewood Grove. Select it again. And click it again until you see it. And now, Pinewood Grove has medical, elementary, police, and crematorium. I was just saying to myself, wow, we need this feature. And it actually exists. Okay, let's look at Springtown. No local services. Emerson Field, no local services. Sheffield Crossing, no. Beechwood Square, no. My goodness, none of these have local services assigned. Maybe it's because they exist, they just haven't been assigned. So that's going to be the next major project, is taking these and then, if I could see, I just know that this doesn't have medical. And I can barely see the blue line, and the medical is just on the other side of the road. Let's see about police. This has police. So this police needs to have Blackbird Glade assigned to it. Now let's look at education. This is going to make it a lot easier to do this big project here. And so hold over Blackbird Grove and you can barely see the blue line. It has its own school. It actually has 2 schools. So we're going to end up moving one of these to one of these that doesn't have it. So we're going to assign, let's see, where's Blackbird Glade? We're going to assign this one to Blackbird Glade. And now we have Blackbird Glade has elementary and police. Now we need medical. I'm just so amazed and happy about this, actually. So now we need to look for a crematorium. Health and death care, okay. So Blackbird Glade does not have crematorium anywhere near. And let's see, the other one is fire. And this Blackbird Glade, the fire is just on the other side of its district. So it needs a fire and medical care. Let's look at medical care again. This is the only one. So we're going to put a fire station and a medical center into Blackbird Glade. We have elementary and police, and then we'll need a crematorium. That's the way I am building out this massive city. Each individual district will have around 5,000 people, and each one will have its own services. And now what that does is a lot of things. Keeps your people happy. Okay, it's going to cost a ton, but it also keeps the traffic off the roads. We're not going to have police coming from any other districts to get to this district. So we're going to put medical somewhere in here. Let's see, can we do it without the overlay? That's a mod I'd kind of like to have, actually. And I think you can lay this down. You just have to click this again, and now you can lay this down where you want. And it needs room. What is that? That's crematorium. It's okay. We'll leave it. It needs to be here as well. And we're going to give it hearses in the back. And upgrade this and upgrade this. Now we're going to assign this to Blackbird Grove. And now we have elementary, police, and crematorium. And now we need medical, which I just had the wrong tab selected there. And it's saying don't put it on this. Oh, here we go. For health coverage. We're going to put it here, just right off that 4-lane road. And we'll upgrade this as well. Just go right ahead and upgrade it. Just like that. Just like that. We already have an extension wing, and this needs to be Blackbird Glade. Okay, Blackbird Glade is complete. Elementary, police, medical, and crematorium. And that's what we're going to do over the next few sessions. And every time we build out a new district, we'll be doing that. Let's just see Pinewood Grove. Pinewood Grove has medical, police, elementary, and crematorium. And they come in the order that you assign them. And if you're really particular about that order, you might do them in order. Which I'm not that particular about it. I should. It will make it easier on you to handle that level of information when you get a city that's, 500,000, 600,000. Your city's coming along little by little. Now, had I known all of that and thought enough about it, I might have done that, from the very beginning. But I wanted to get the city going and get it built out and kind of learn the mechanics and learn how to use the road system, because that was a learning curve for me. So thanks for watching The Old Boar Plays City Skylines 2. Take care now.